Hi, I'm Hazel, and something has gotten me out of my house / apartment with no bathroom floor. So let me tell you about it. I'm gonna pull up a chair because I feel weird standing, and also because I'm really far away from this thing. All right, well, this feels a little bit more normal. I'm still missing the desk, and I'm missing the cat. Usually I have a cat to pet while I'm talking to you guys. I don't really know what to do with my hands. This is today, as I am recording this, it is Monday, April the 2nd. So if it looks like the past, then that's because it is the past. I'm not allowed to post anything from this trip until Thursday. I am right now in Irvine, California for a very secretive and vague, and I don't really understand yet, Blizzard Media Day. So it's tomorrow, the media day is tomorrow. Today is just kind of flying out and getting like settled and situated. So basically Blizzard has invited me and presumably a variety of other WoW media type people out to Irvine, California to visit their campus for some kind of special presentation, followed by like a Q&A session, followed by like a time when we can have interviews with the devs about the thing that we find out about tomorrow. And they invited me. So they flew me out here. I flew from Portland to California. There's palm trees outside. And they put me up in the hotel room, and basically, for me at least, this is very much kind of like a practice BlizzCon, except that I am deathly curious because I don't know what this is about. Have they ever done this before? Have I just missed the past Blizzard media days? Like, I just didn't see the news from them? Or is this like a new thing? I'm so curious. Anyways, we'll find out tomorrow, and for now, let me tell you about my day, and then I'll give you a little hotel room tour, because I've never done an office tour, but right now, I really don't have anything better to do. So, and I mean, it's my first time being out in the world with that camera. I really hope the audio's okay. I have a mic that should work, but I'm not super experienced with it yet, so crossing my fingers that that goes fine. So I've known about this trip for a few weeks now, and I really wanted to bank some videos so that I could have some videos still coming out while I'm out of town, because it's Monday and I'm not home, and I'm also not gonna be home tomorrow. I won't be back until Wednesday. So I wanted to bank some videos, but that didn't work out quite the way I had planned. So what I ended up doing was staying up until like 3 in the morning last night, getting together some video bits, not even finishing a video, just like recording all of the stuff for it. And then I threw that onto my laptop, and I was like, you know what? I can edit on a plane. So I go to bed at 3, and then I get up at 6 because I needed to pack and get ready, and then double check and triple check and quadruple check. And I'm a bit of a nervous traveler. A bit of a short night of sleep, but didn't care, super excited. Get to the airport, get through security. And I'm not super nervous about flying, but it's just, you know, anytime that I'm outside of my office, I am basically outside of my comfort zone. My comfort zone is like 12 square feet. So I get through security, and the TSA agent, like this guy just stops me and then looks at me and says, "What are you?" And I look at him, I'm like, "A what?" And then he goes, "Hoarder Alliance." And then I realize I'm wearing my, I was wearing my Azeroth hoodie. And then I go, "Alliance," and then he goes, "Ugh," and then he walks away. And oh man, that just scared the butts off of me. You never want a security guard to stop you and then go, "What are you?" I promise that I'm not a lizard person, but if I was a lizard person, that guy was like on to me. And then I was super early for my flight, so I did a little editing in the airport, and I did a little more editing on the plane actually. Planes, as it turns out, are like a weird space vortex for getting work done. Like, I got more editing done on the plane this morning than I did like all weekend, despite many more hours of trying. It was bizarre. I'm super proud of my 5-year-old laptop for handling video editing while on my lap, uncooled on the plane without melting. It was very good. It hasn't died yet, and I hope it doesn't, because I need it to work for at least like 2 more days. And then after I landed, I took my first ever Uber. I'd never taken an Uber before. That was fun. The lady was very nice, and she took me to a hotel. Turns out it wasn't my hotel, but considering that I had never used Uber before, it's entirely likely that I gave her the wrong one. And I eventually found the right one. It was within walking distance, so we sorted that out. And I found my room, and now I'm here. So it is currently, like right now, it is all of these devices, and none of them will tell me the time. It's 3:52. Dinner meeting is at 5:30, which is good because I'm kind of starving. And I was gonna take a nap because I only slept like 3 hours last night, but I'm really keyed up and I don't know if I can. I'm just gonna have to try and go to bed early tonight, or just do the same thing over again. And then when I get home tomorrow, because my flight tomorrow gets in at like 10:30, I'm just gonna go home and find my cat and then flop over and die. Anyways, it's in the past, so it's too late for you to cross your fingers for me, but if the Earth Mother smiles on me, then I'll make it through tomorrow without embarrassing myself, without accidentally forgetting to like record audio from an interview, or like not having somebody's head in the shot. Hopefully I won't break any of my equipment because I can't really afford to replace it. And hopefully I don't get lost too many more times. I also had a very hard time getting out of the airport at Santa Ana. I think I just got turned around Navigating's not my strong suit. Anyways, let me give you a hotel room tour. So this is, well, this is my Azeroth hoodie. This is going to be a little bit wiggly because I never pick up the camera. So if this turns out to be nauseating, then I apologize. So over here, I have set up my laptop station. I brought my mouse because you can't really, like, I feel like I might need to log into WoW. Like, I gotta turn over my missions, you know? So I have that because, you know, I can live without the Orb-Weaver. I need the G600. This is my snack station. I knew I was gonna need food, so I just like went to Starbucks and then just bought like all of the snacks. We have 2 beds, so there's a sweater and then there's a tablet, but we have 2 beds, so I don't even know how I'm gonna pick which one I'm gonna sleep in. I was kind of concerned actually back at the desk. I was kind of concerned about the power outlet situation. Between those 2 chair legs is where, oh yeah, there it is. There's the power outlet. And you're supposed to route it like through the desk, and there's like a hole at the top there for it to come through. And I wasn't exactly sure how I was gonna get under there, but then I realized I'm dumb. And there is a normal person one up here, so it's gonna be kind of clunky, but it'll work. Half of this vlog is gonna be things that you already know because they happen in the future. So, and then here is our bathroom. It like takes a while for the light to heat up, but it's nice once it does. It's got like this sick inset sink, and you know, we've got all the towels. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what the one tragic sin of this hotel room is? Let's check this out, okay? Lipton. You can't see, but I'm shaking my head right now. I should have brought tea bags. Obviously, I don't think the coffee maker is gonna really get the water hot enough. I should probably just like suck it up and drink coffee until I can get home, but that tea situation is tragic. Well, that's it for me for now. I'm thinking maybe I will try a nap. I wanted to explore, there's like a shopping center, I think, but it's across the highway, and apparently in California, highways have like a bajillion lanes. It's too many. I mean, apparently it's not enough, but anyways. Hi, so checking in, it is Tuesday morning. I have not properly slept since like Saturday, but I just don't think that I can sleep in California. Either that or I'm just like too keyed up. And you know, I'll sleep when I get home, hopefully for a long time with my cat. But let me catch you up. So yesterday we went to the Blizzard dinner, and I don't know what I was expecting. It was really cool. They had the whole restaurant just for the event. It was open bar. There was a whole bunch of Blizzard people there. There was a bunch of community people there. There was a bunch of Overwatch stuff happening there. And I got to hang out and talk with some really cool people and then be awkward with some additional really cool people. And I'm anticipating that continuing into today. And as a side note, if you met me during this trip and I didn't say much to you, I'm not trying to be rude. It's been a while since I've been out in the world and I've kind of forgotten what to do with myself. I'm working on it. So right now it's about 8:52. I've been up since like 4-ish. Like I said, I can't sleep in California, but I did get some editing done. I actually got the video that I was editing on the plane out today. So that was the BfA Legacy raid farm speed comparison thing. I actually got that done. Turns out Premiere likes to crash a lot on the Mac, but we got it done. We got it out. And I'm about to pack up my stuff and check out and go to a very scary unknown thing where I hopefully get to find out some really cool stuff about WoW. I'm gonna film whenever I can, probably get some hands-on time with whatever it is that they're giving us hands-on time with. Hopefully get to ask the devs some questions, and then I think I'll do like a wrap-up segment like after I get home, and that should wrap us up. So wish me luck from the past. I'm gonna go try and not hyperventilate on somebody, and
You gotta change it up if it doesn't fall asleep.
I did, my foot fell asleep.
Yes, I'm back home. I'm back in a place where I have more control over the lights. It's actually Thursday today, and I'll tell you why in a bit, but first let me back up and tell you about the actual, the media day. So after recording that last little hotel vlog clip, I went down and got on the Magic Black shuttle school bus to Blizzard. I got to chat a little bit with Bellular on the bus, which was super cool. Because I only stayed the one night at the hotel, I had to check out and take all of my luggage with me to Blizzard, which I don't recommend. If I ever do anything like this again, I don't know if this will ever happen again, but if it does, I'm staying the extra night. But we get to Blizzard, we all get signed in, we all sign a very scary looking, what I hope was an NDA. If I didn't read it, there was a lot of people behind me in line waiting to sign it. They hand out these sweet WoW Media passes. I'm officially WoW Media. That was a weird moment for me. And they give us some swag. So they handed out these backpacks. I got this guy. And then inside the backpack was the World of Warcraft tumbler. So these are available on the Blizzard Gear store. The backpack was sweet. It's got a really good laptop pocket. It was actually very good for coming home. And then the tumbler is really good for retaining heat. It's really good for it's a good size for my breakfast tea actually. But I will say, if you're considering buying this, the lid fits in there. But whenever there's a warm drink in there, or maybe just kind of all the time, maybe I'm doing this wrong, but I read a review on Gear that said the same thing. It kind of just comes up. So it's really better used as a very heavily insulated cup. At least for me. But anyways, I will never not be excited about free swag, so that was really cool. I got to loiter in a Blizzard lobby for a while. I got to chat with Panther, trade chat, and she told me, among other things, about the art of dog spotting, which I'd never heard of. It's like a Facebook sport where you take pictures of dogs you see in the world. Apparently there's a cat version that I need to get up on. We all go into a small theater that they had on campus, and then Ion gives a presentation. And at this point, I'm kind of realizing that when I went to the event, I figured there has to be some big news. There has to be some reason why they're flying all these people out. Not just from North America, a bunch of people from Europe flew out to this event for one day. I figured there had to be something big, but I kind of realized at the dinner, and then I realized more during the presentation, that that's not really the case. We did get some new news, but it was mostly just a new way for Blizzard to market an expansion, basically. They're just trying new stuff, which I'm all about because this was just the coolest experience ever. But yeah, he gives a presentation, there's a Q&A session. I get to do my dev interview, so that was really interesting. I didn't know anything about who I was going to be interviewing until day of. I didn't really know what topics I was going to be able to do until day of, and it turned out to be just basically anything BFA, so I came up with my list and mostly didn't forget anything. Luckily, the questions that I had that I did forget, other people had also and then asked, so nothing, I don't think there was anything that I was going to ask that didn't get answered. But anyways, I was so nervous. I was nervous the whole trip. Nervous is an understatement. I was internally panicking the whole trip just because I don't get out enough. I immediately forgot Frank's name, I'd been introduced to him, and I forgot his name during the video recording 8 seconds later, which was not a good feeling, I'm sure, for anybody. But other than that, the interview went really well. But when I get up to go turn it off, I don't know if I just spaced, but it looked like it wasn't recording, and I start to freak out, being did my camera automatically stop? Because it has an automatic stop timer. This camera won't record longer than 25 minutes in one go. It just won't. You have to get up and start it again. And I started panicking, what if, did I surpass that time? How long were we talking? Did I lose the end of the interview with the chicken haircut clip? And I just didn't know, and I didn't want to know until I got home, so I tried to not worry about it. Went back and had some food and hung out with some more community people for the afternoon, which was really, really cool. Everybody that I met on that trip, thank you for being so nice. In the afternoon, we got hooked up with these hoodies. So I got this Alliance one. There's Alliance and Horde ones. I obviously got the Alliance one. It's got so you got a hood, you got this high collar thing. This is, I didn't think this through. There's thumb holes in here on the ladies one. I don't think the men one have these, and I don't think that you can buy these. They're not Blizzard gear. I think it's exclusive. I wore it the entire flight home. It's not as warm as I thought it would be, but I think this is a California hoodie. It's not a Portland hoodie. It's okay for Portland, I think, maybe later in the spring when it starts to warm up. Anyways, what else happened? I got the official tour, which was really cool. I'd never been to Blizzard or California before, so I got walked around with some of the other new people and got to see all of the lobbies and all of the cool statues that they have at Blizzard. Take a couple of pictures. Their library, they have all sorts of really cool amenities at Blizzard, but their library was sick. They have this super cool game table, which I did not photograph. I did get this picture of the reading area on one side with these really cozy looking chairs. The whole library was just really cool, but that picture of the reading area came back to get me later, and I'll get to that in a second. So the afternoon and evening of Tuesday was basically just me making my way to the airport, and then, living in the airport for a while, and then making my way home. I get home and I have the best night of sleep in my own bed, which was amazing. I had been really missing my cat. I feel like I miss my cat more than she misses me when I'm away, but it's always a really cute moment when we reunite. But then the next morning, I finally work up the courage to import my footage, because I had been really dreading editing footage of myself talking to Jeremy and Frank. It was just... It's one of those things where you watch yourself and you're just oh my goodness, I should... Especially because I knew how I felt when I was recording that. I finally work up the courage. I start my import, and I see this image of what at the time I thought was the interview area, and I go, oh no. Because, I thought that I maybe had an issue with recording it, and then I go, what if I just took a picture of the interview area? Did I actually not record my interview? I had about 10 heartbreaking minutes yesterday being 100% convinced that I had lost my interview. and like I'm texting my buddy and I'm texting my husband. I'm like, what did I do? And then the import finishes and there is the video file there, and the chairs that I was looking at was the library chairs, and I guess I was still tired because I still didn't get a whole night's sleep. It was just a better night's sleep. Like, oh my gosh, that's the most relief I've ever felt in one moment in years. But anyways, that was all fine. Yesterday was kind of a train wreck. Like I get started working and I get a knock on my door, and apparently we didn't get any notices, but apparently that's the day for the construction. So a bunch of construction people are coming through and they're redoing the floor, and they're taking out appliances and they're banging around and they're in and out and in and out. So on my one big day to organize my stuff and edit and get videos ready for the embargo lift, which was this morning, Thursday, I can just barely work because I'm trying to keep an eye on the dog and there's all of this noise, and oh man. So that happened, and then I noticed when I was looking at my fish, Fleta, somehow in the day and a half since I left him, he developed a case of, it looks like fin rot. His fins weren't looking very good, and that was really concerning, because that can kill a fish if it gets out of hand. It's supposedly caused by, bad water, but I did some tests in his water. I tested it twice, and it tested completely normal. So I ordered a better test kit. I ordered some medicine, which I've now given to him. I've been doing daily water changes. I really hope that his fins shape up, because I'm worried about the little guy. But yeah, that was my trip. I feel like I should come up with at least one more positive anecdote, because I don't want to leave this vlog on my fish might be sick. I had a really good time at the Blizzard Mixer. I was so nervous, but it was open bar, so I had one drink, which was the correct number. And I got to talking with Dustin, who is a lead character artist at Blizzard, and I had the best conversation with him, the best slightly tipsy conversation with him about just like WoW art, because he does, like mounts and allied races and like hairstyles, and that was just a really great time. But anyways, yeah, that was my trip. It was super cool. I didn't really vlog outside at all because I was criminally shy. Maybe next time, like for BlizzCon, maybe I'll do a little bit more outdoor taping. At least I've had this practice, so hopefully I can be a tiny little bit less stressed out next time. We'll find out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.